Well, we're back in the shop, and I got parts and engine and paint and stuff. So what we're gonna start doing today, we're gonna start putting together the engine for the Duke. I got the frame on the lift, it's looking pretty good. But, do y'all remember how nasty, how disgusting the engine was for this thing? Do you? Do you remember? Look at it now. Look at it now. Fresh back from the machine shop. We got the engine painted up. We got everything cleaned up. Got a high volume oil pump on it. We got a spin-on oil filter adapter. New freeze plugs. Cleaned out the whole block. I got a pallet full of powder coat parts right here. I got the intake timing cover, control arms, breather, throttle body, spacer, engine mounts. We got the cylinder heads over here. I pulled the heads out, or I pulled all the valves out of the heads, relapped all the valves, did everything. Looks good. I got parts scattered everywhere. Ceramic coated the headers gold. Who doesn't like gold? I mean, I like gold. But did that. I got all new bolts for the entire engine, top to bottom. New gaskets, everything. We basically have done everything but actually pulled the pistons out, because there's nothing that told me that it was bad. Oh, I even took all the lifters apart, pulled the plungers, everything, cleaned them all up, put everything, reprimed the lifters. So, like I said, we're gonna start assembling this engine back as far as we can. There's a few things I'm missing, but we're gonna go as far as we can with it. I even put a new timing chain. I put a brand new double roller timing chain on this thing. It's good to go. Everything's in time. It's on top dead center. Yeah. So, start putting the engine together. I already lost parts. Sweet. Alright, so over here in the engine rebuild room, we got some gaskets. Some cork gaskets. They didn't finish punching out the holes. I'll do it. Oh, I even put a new rear main seal in it. I did pull all the main caps. I checked all the clearances on the main caps, everything. I didn't pull the rods. Because, you know, we got to leave some mysteriousness going on. So, we checked the mains, everything's good. That's what I'm saying, everything. She got a clean bill of health. She was just dirty as could be from sitting. That's what I'm going to go with. Just dirty as could be from sitting. Alrighty. Before we tighten that up, we gotta put the timing cover on, you know what I'm saying? Ow! I really don't like this thing. Whatever you want to call it. What's this thing called? Enjoy. Put some silicone around these water ports. Should be good. Now, we can put in the lifters. Now remember, these are hydraulic flat tappet lifters. So being that these have already ran on this cam and stuff, your best bet is to go back on the same lobe with the lifter. So, front of engine, front. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and put these back in. this is top, so sure, let's go with that. I mean, it looks right. This is passenger. Gosh, these are so heavy. Your home. Do not. You know what? Hang on. It calls for 85 foot-pounds for the cylinder head. Simple torque pattern. Here, 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 here. Just, I'll probably lose track, but I'm gonna do, it calls for 85, so I'm gonna do 50 first, and then I'm gonna go back and do 85. Well, got bad news. You know, I was sitting here, we were joking around, you know, me and the wife joking around, doing everything, and then I saw this bad boy sit on the table. You know where this goes? I'll show you, because I took the engine back apart. This goes right there. It's the oil slinger for the timing chain. So now, I get to call my friends over at Hotheads and order a new timing cover gasket, an oil pan gasket, and hopefully get it here pretty quick, because my goal was to have this engine together and ready to rock, where I can get the transmission, everything bolted up to it and sitting in the frame. But yeah, so I put a little dampener on, damp. I put a little dampener on my plants. So yeah, not what I wanted to deal with. So I got this part, whatever. I'm gonna call it a night. You know, that just means call it a night. So that's what I'm gonna do. You don't have to use silicone. Well, I do around the water jackets, okay? Okay. I figure we might as well go ahead and put the manifolds on while the engine's upside down. This is the right side, right? Passenger, yeah. Okay. So now we got the manifolds and everything on it. We're gonna try to flip this thing back over. This thing is a boat anchor of an engine. Like, ah, man. What was that? What was that? I did put it together. This thing's heavy. So I'm gonna try to get it flipped back over, and if I can't, I'll have to get my wife out here to help me flip this thing back over. But we're gonna try. Also, what do y'all think of the gold? At first, I wasn't sure. Now, I'm a fan. But anyways, enough talk. Try it. Okay, I got it. Golly, man. Why did they make it so heavy? All right. Nice, all right. You guys are gonna get that over. All right, we'll do the valley pan. So, stock one goes there. Need to take this off because I actually have a PCV valve that I'm putting here. Now, this kit comes with some really nice gaskets. Called Best Gaskets? Better Gaskets? What's it called? Best Gaskets, made in USA. DeSoto Hemi. Yeah, anyways. And I must say, I've gotten majority of the stuff for this engine from a company called Hot Heads Research. They specialize in early Hemis. They've been fantastic people. I call them, they've had the stuff, they're very knowledgeable. It's been awesome. So let me put this valley pan down. This is exciting. Snug as a bug, baby. So since I'm not running, what are those things called? Help me out here. Vacuum brakes. I'm gonna run this PVC to the back of the Sniper 2. And there you go. Vented, I guess. See. Oh. Like it was made for it, but it wasn't. I hope I didn't miss. I bet I missed. I was looking at the weather, and it looks like today's gonna be the only day I have to paint for like the next week and a half. The only thing I have left to paint for now to start assembling stuff real good is the transmission itself. I'm gonna powder coat the bell housing, but I have the bell housing there to kind of hold it. And then the 4 hydraulic shocks, and then we can start assembling everything else. Because I can powder coat that whenever. And I'm gonna get a hydraulic set up sometime this week so we can get the transmission stuff put on the engine. And golly! There it goes. So I can get the transmission on the engine, get the engine stuff sitting in the chassis, and then we can get the body over here. We can start working on the firewall and make this thing into a roller. Yeah, so we got plenty to do, but like I said, looking at the weather, this is the only time I have to paint right now for a while. So we're gonna get this done real quick. Okay, now that we got paint on the transmission and stuff, like I said, I'm gonna powder coat the bell housing. I was just worried about the transmission and the 4 hydraulic cylinders. I got the rear end. We'll go ahead and we'll hang the rear end in here. We're gonna have to drop it back down though to put the rams and the springs in the rear. And then we'll work on getting the front control arms, wherever the uppers are. Oh, over there. We'll work on getting those. Get the bushings in them, get those in there, and then there's like a support thing in there and pedals and stuff. You know, everything you need to put a car together. One thing I did not take into consideration or do is, you know, I painted this stuff right where I need to work. So it is what it is. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but the The color we picked for this car is green. We picked green. So yeah, all these links are all these bars are the same length, so there's not a top and bottom or anything like that. I am gonna order new ends. I kind of want to try to find Heims for it, but I looked it up and I really ain't found anything. But I found these. These are like very old. Like, I got the car 3 years ago. The car suspension stuff was started probably 3 years before that. So these are like 6 years old and they're dry rotted and everything else. So I've gone to this extent of the car, so why not just buy some new ones, right? I also got all new bolts for this. I know. Pat on the back for Chase. I go get a crate. We got the rear end housing in. I got to do a lot of adjusting on these bars. And I just found out these are not right and left-handed bars. They are just right-handed bars. So they do no adjustment. You got to take it out and adjust and stuff, but whatever, that's fine. I got the shocks on it right now. I totally forgot they were blue and I really don't like them. So I need to find some black ones. But that's neither here nor there. But, oh, let's get another little peek at this engine. Look at this thing. The Holly Sniper 2, beautiful. And then, yeah, okay. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get these control arms out. We'll start getting bushings and stuff in them, and then we'll get the front suspension hung. I got the ball joints over there. The ball joints and stuff over there, and bushings. And, all right, so now we got the front uppers. Look at that, all new hardware. So, where's the rubber boot for that though? It's missing. It's gotta be that. Top. Whatever. Yeah. Aha! Aha! Spacer tube? I don't have a spacer tube. Well, that was short-lived because those are lowers. These are uppers, which that fits there, but I got more. Nothing fits. And even the kit I got, but this one's... Anybody know which one goes on that side? Because this is supposed to be a 70 Camaro. Unbelievable. Alright, well, we're not doing front suspension, so yeah. I need to actually get the Duke out and move it over here. Actually, we'll do that. We'll get the Duke out, get it moved over here, and we'll go over a few things, what I need to do and what we're going to do next. Why don't this fit? Get it pulled out of there so I can air. tires. Golly. Good news, my shop is equipped with air. Hello. What are you doing? How close are you to Kansas? Alright, now we got the Duke moved over here, we can kind of look at what we got going on, what we need to finish up here, which is a lot, like a lot. What is that? Fuel pump, assembly stuff. What is this? We got fuel line, fuel pressure regulator, filters, fittings. Yeah. Got that, but I need to get all this stuff out of here. The starter. I don't know if y'all remember, when I went to that one junkyard, I took out the steering wheel and everybody kind of wondered why. Well, for this, because as you can see, it looks like junk, but it's a Pontiac steering wheel. I thought it was really cool. But I'm actually going to paint the steering wheel itself the same green. And then this center piece will be done in cream. Like, there we go. Like the valve covers and everything on the motor. So we'll do all that. And then also, I don't know where it is. There it is. This is the piece I've cut out of the dash of that Pontiac. Whoa, almost fell. So I have this blank dash in here. I don't know if I'm gonna use this or one of the other ones I got, but this I'm gonna put it in the dash, or I'm gonna put it down here. I haven't really decided. I might put it down here and put a speaker behind it too. It really doesn't serve as a speaker, but it might for me. But the main thing I need to do to this car first, because as soon as we get the engine and stuff back in here, I want to get the body back on it so I can start doing final fit on like the fender skirts and stuff. But I want to redo this flooring. Why I did this so far up, I don't know. I need to come in here and I need to cut it off down there, take this framing out, build a bridge back over, and then build the firewall and the toe boards. Get that done and everything, call that good. Then we get the body back on the car. In the trunk area, I really don't even remember what all I need to do. Oh, I need to finish that wheel well. I need to finish out that one, seam seal and stitch weld and everything. But I got I think it's a 20 or 20 gallon tank in here. It's already set up for EFI and everything, so that's good to go. I gotta finish grinding and welding out the skirts. But everybody keeps asking me where the Duke is. This is the Duke, and we're working on it right now, so leave me alone about it. I got the transmission adapter. That fell. This is a T5 adapter from Wheelcap. I got a brand new Hayes clutch for this thing. I got all kinds of parts, okay? Got a brand new clutch. So we'll get all that stuff put together, do everything. But yeah. Like I say, we got a ton of stuff to do, obviously. I mean, we got a whole car to build at this point. But I didn't get done what I wanted to get done. I really wanted to get the front suspension hung on it and everything. That way this upcoming week, once I get the clutch, everything in here, and I can get the engine transmission sitting in there, which I can still do that, obviously. But I wanted to get the suspension on before I did that. And I want to make this thing a roller and get the hydraulics and all that stuff in here. But that didn't happen. So it is what it is. I'm going to have to figure out these bushings and everything. So if anybody got any idea on these bushings, go ahead and let me know. Go ahead and let me know, because I'm not a GM guy, and those are GM control arms. They're supposed to be to a 1970 Camaro. I don't know. Even the lower control arm, they're different sizes. One side fits, the other side's too big. Or, yeah, the hole's too big. So I'm going to have to figure this out. And that's why cars like this take forever to build, because stuff like that doesn't work out, and you want it to be right, and you want it to be perfect. That's what we're going to call it on this one. Next, we are obviously going to try to get the engine transmission in this thing, try to get front suspension hung, and probably start on this firewall and stuff, because we need to get that done. Because also the firewall is going to be painted that same cream color. So, yeah, it's late, and we're going to call it there.